what's up guys, Benny here, and welcome to the top 5 meta loadouts that you need to be using in Call of Duty Warzone before Season 4. And we're going to hop straight in with your assault rifle of choice, the Krig. This is hands down the best and most used weapon in the game right now, but this is the class setup you're going to want to run. I'm going to give you the 5 and 8 attachment versions so you can decide what to go for depending on your situation in game. Now, first things first, the optic. Now, I was actually for a long time this season using the Willis 3X because I really like that additional zoom, but I recently have gone back to using the Volshkiv. Just the way the Krig plays and feels, I feel like this helps the gun perform at its absolute best. Then for the muzzle, you've kind of got 2 choices. You go for the compensator or the monolithic suppressor. Now, personally for me, the compensator, taking out that vertical recoil and turning the Krig into an absolute laser beam is the way to go. Though, if you do like to stay off the mini-map, go ahead, use the monolithic. You also get some extra damage range and bullet velocity, so you're going to get those faster TTKs at those longer distances. But that recoil control, I think, is most important. Then for the barrel, for this build, you're going to go for the gain twist, just for that extra bullet velocity. It's very important because, once again, this is a no recoil build. It's one of the easiest weapons to use in the game, so gain twist barrel. Then for the underbarrel, you're going to go for that vertical foregrip. And then the magazine, you of course go for the extended mag 2 for that 70-round mag. Now that is the 5 attachment build. You can use this. It's very easy to use. But I always recommend going for the 8 attachment version when you go for the Krig. If I'm going to use a 5 attachment weapon, I'd actually go for the Growl instead. But the rear grip, go for that quick draw for that faster ADS and jumping ADS speeds. The stock, you're going to go for balanced stock. This is actually helps with your movement speed and your aim walking movement speed. So when you're ADSing and strafing from side to side, you're going to be able to outperform players that are using like the heavy stock, for example, where they want that flinch resistance, or even the combat stock where they get flinch resistance and aim walking speed. I just like having that extra mobility so you can move, maneuver better and kind of get those power positions to win the gunfights. So balanced stock is the way forward. And then firing mods, you go for recoil springs. And I'm going to show you why in the firing range right now, because you will see this build has just absolutely no recoil. It is a laser beam. So it doesn't matter what distance someone is, still over 1,000 meters a second bullet velocity, so you're going to be able to track your targets easily, but there's like no recoil, so you can get those upper chest and head shots nice and consistently. Now, our next metal weapon that you need to use before Season 4 is, of course, the C9. This is the best SMG in the game right now. I know other weapons like the LADRA do compete, but if you want to perform at the highest level, go for the C9. Now, on the muzzle, you are going to run that compensator just for that vertical recoil control. The barrel, you're going to go for the reinforced barrel. Extra damage range and also bullet velocity. Great combination. The underbarrel, we go for that Ranger foregrip, so we get horizontal recoil control and also additional sprinting movement speed, so you can move around the map and make those flanks just that little bit faster. The magazine, you go for that extended mag 2. 50-round mag can take out multiple opponents, whether you're playing ranked play or you're playing trios or quads. This is just going to allow you to come out on top. If you're playing solos, go for the extended mag 1. It means you don't get as many penalties, and you just have that extra ability to ADS faster and faster sprint to fire. But for me, 50-round is the way to go. Rear grip, we go for that ergonomic for dive, slide, fire speeds, and ADS and jumping ADS speeds. The stock, we go for that balanced stock. Once again, very similar to the Krig. You get that extra movement speed, strafing movement speed. You're just going to win situations that you wouldn't otherwise win. The laser, I go for that fast motion laser. Now, this is because sliding hip fire spread and jumping hip fire spread, it opens up those like close range gunfights. If you're in a building and there's a smoke down, you can jump and hip fire and land your shots accurately. It will win you a lot of situations. And that laser visible and hip is really not noticeable. And a lot of the time when you're in a building, you're going to be ADS anyway, so the laser's not going to blow your position. So fast motion laser, and then the firing mods, I go for the recoil springs. Now, the reason I do this just makes the C9 a laser. Like, we go into the firing range here, and I'll show you. Like, super clean iron sight, so you don't need an optic, and then you can just take people out. Super, super clean. Really easy to use. And you're going to have a great time. So go ahead, use this. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Now, of course, the HDR is the #1 sniper in Warzone right now. For the muzzle, you're going to go for that monolithic suppressor. Keeps you off radar, extra bullet velocity and damage range. Obviously, the damage range doesn't really matter because it's a one-shot kill at any range to the head, but we want the most amount of bullet velocity possible. That is very important. So the barrel sort of picks itself. You're not going to go for extra damage range. We're going for maximum bullet velocity. So we go for the gain twist. The underbarrel, we go for that lightweight bipod. That's going to have that aiming idle sway. So when you scope in, it's easier to hit the head. Especially after nerf it got in the mid-season. You just want to be able to be as accurate as possible on that ADS so you can get your kills as fast as possible. The magazine, if you're running the 8 attachment version is very simple, but I'm just going to first of all show you the 5 attachment. Rear grip is going to be quick draw, and then you're going to go to firing mods and then put overpressured for the best bullet velocity. That's what I run if I'm going for 5 attachments. However, if you see the need to get an 8 attachment HDR, this is what you want. Magazine, right? You're going to go for that fast mag. Faster reload, faster ADS and sprint to fire, kind of counters the nerf that they made in mid-season. Then the stock, you're going to go for that heavy stock for flinch resistance. So if someone is shooting you and you're getting that little kind of bounce from getting hit, you're going to be able to hit that headshot that little bit easier. And then the laser, you go for the target laser for better aiming idle sway delay and aim walking steadiness. You can get those shots off nice and easy. But that is the HDR you want to be using. Also, quickly, whenever you're grabbing an 8 attachment weapon, you've got 2 choices. You can go for the Grekhova pistol if you want like an SMG secondary, monolithic suppressor, reinforced barrel, extended mag 3, weighted stock, and the steady aim laser. But you'll see a lot of people doing this at the moment, and I have to admit, in ranked play, it is slightly driving me insane. But the HE1 is ridiculous. Blows vehicles up. It's a great entry point. You can even, because of how accurate it is at a distance, is fire the HE1 rocket at someone that is like stood on a roof, wait just before it's about to hit them, then start shooting, and you get a knock with ease. Like, trust me, give it a go. Let me know what secondary you're using in the comments. Now, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but a great 5 attachment assault rifle option and a great sniper support is the Growl 5 or SWAT 556. I don't know why they have called it. They should have just made the Growl its own gun like it used to be in the original Warzone. But the SWAT 556 with the Growl conversion kit is unbelievable. You're going to run that quick draw grip, full auto extend mag for that 50-round mag, vertical foregrip, and a monolithic suppressor. If I'm grabbing a 5 attachment weapon, like I will show you this, this is my overkill loadout. I go for the SWAT 556 or the Growl purely because it is a better performing weapon with 5 attachments to the Krig, in my personal opinion. Give it a go. It's also just fun to use a classic Warzone weapon. Though another one of the best weapons to use before Season 4 is the GPR-91. This is a great sniper support weapon if you kind of want that short to medium range. It can outperform SMGs, but also help you get those finishes if you just manage to hit a chest shot with a HDR. Build you want to run, Volshkiv reflex, compensate for that recoil, but then you want that extra movement speed, so you need that range of foregrip with the extended mag 1 and then the balanced stock. Not seeing this used by as many people, but it's a lot of fun to use, so go give it a go and let me know what you think. And then finally, I've got to give you the second best SMG option in the game. If you don't like the C9, the LADRA, it did get added this season. Compensator, long barrel, range of foregrip, extended mag 1, and the ergonomic grip. These are my top 5 loadouts and class setups that you need to be rocking right now. If you're wondering what perks you should run as well, Scavenger, it's absolutely broken. It's going to allow you to buy your teammates back, regain, get more UAVs, get your loadout faster. Cold-blooded, I personally decide to run because when I throw a smoke grenade, it doesn't matter if someone's running tracker, because if they hit me, I can still get away. Very helpful. And then tempered, of course. But if you're playing solos or duos, go for bird's eye. Ranked, tempered, non-ranked pubs, go for bird's eye if you're popping a lot of UAVs. It's ridiculous if you like going for high kill games. But hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you for more content coming Season 4. Thanks for watching and see you next time.